Michel Barnier's hearing with the French Senate reveals how strictly the EU and France will monitor the Brexit agreements, but also where their sensitivities lie. A professor has claimed, Mr. Barnier has played an important role in shaping the future relationship between the EU and Britain. A mere month after the UK voted to leave the bloc, Brussels announced Mr. Barnier would be the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, under Article 50 of the Treaty on European Union. For the 2020 trade talks, Mr. Barnier was once again the main negotiator, and despite months of tensions, the two sides reached an agreement on Christmas Eve. His career in Brussels did not end there. The French politician has now become a special advisor overseeing the ratification of the post-Brexit trade deal, under new arrangements that hand responsibility for implementing the deal to European Commission Vice President Maroš Šefčovič. Because of his new role, the former negotiator appeared before the French Senate at the end of February. The session opened with a question to Mr. Barnier from the chair of the Senate Commission as to Britain's frame of mind given their sensitivity over Northern Ireland and their attitude over vaccines. According to Professor of French history John Keir, it quickly became clear that the combination of a semi-liberated Mr. Barnier and a distinctly pessimistic French Senate produced indication of EU and French fears about Brexit Britain's next moves. He explained, the French it transpires are seriously concerned that on foreign policy, security and defence their cherished partnership with the UK, based in the 2010 Lancaster House agreements, could be undermined if EU-UK relations deteriorate. Barnier worsened the picture, stating that the UK insisted on excluding defence and security from any Brexit agreement, much to the EU's disappointment. Although absent from British media, French senators were worried about the impact Brexit border checks were having on French exporting companies and how overzealous controls on UK shellfish exports might provoke retaliation when Britain ends its grace period. But in Jekyll and Hyde mode, both Barnier and the Senate were insistent that the Withdrawal Agreement and the Trade and Cooperation Agreement (TCA) must be applied fastidiously to guard against the UK becoming a Singapore-on-Thames. There is no doubt, Professor Keir noted, the Commission is gearing up for fastidious monitoring of the Withdrawal Agreement and the TCA, hence the setting up of two new services in Brussels to oversee that. They clearly feel they have the UK over a barrel with the Northern Ireland Protocol, and Mr. Barnier insists that it will be monitored and applied rigorously and not renegotiated.